Okay, we're just about to jump into the $300 Gladiators of poker. So hopefully we can run this stack up. Otherwise I'll probably re-enter and maybe reset.
That's clean now. Oh, hands up. Peace.
Okay, good morning. The day after the deep run. I just dropped off the parents to a store near the MGM. That's why we got a few clips of in the MGM before the walk down here to Paris. And today's tournament is the $300 Gladiators of poker. It's always a bit of a weird situation. The first day after a deep run like this, where you go back to playing like the 100, 100, 100-ish blind levels. So yeah, we'll walk on down here, get a few steps in. I'll stop off at the Walgreens to grab a few supplies, and then we'll be jumping in the Gladiators of poker. Quite a few of you asked some questions in the comments of the last video. And what I might do is answer them later today. So stick around later today for questions about what tournaments am I going to be playing next, and as well as how do I set my budget and entries for the series each year. Those were the couple of questions that came in the comments, so I'll answer them. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I will try and answer them if they're answerable. Anyway, I'll continue this walk and I will catch you when we get to Paris. Okay, we're just about to jump into the $300 Gladiators of poker day 1A. It's a $300 entry, you get 30K starting stack. The blinds are just about to be 100, 200 with the 200 big blind ante. So yeah, you really need to build a stack in this one, because you've got to play 22 levels, they're 30 minutes each. And or you have to play down to 15% of the field, which means you would be in the money at that point. So going to jump in now and see if we can lightning can strike twice. Maybe that's possible. We're going up the escalator that is to the right of the little cafe there, and the Hall of Fame poker room over there, up under the WSOP sign. And to the right is the Normandy room, and if we go left and we go up this tiny skinny escalator, so skinny, up this escalator and straight ahead will be the Province room. And we're playing in the Province room this morning. That's where I got my seat assigned, and it's probably going to be 10-handed, which is not going to be ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, we're on the first break of the Gladiators. It took about half an hour to actually get in action, so I missed pretty much 2 levels of play since I registered just at the start of the second level. But now we're in full swing and I'm down to 20K. Basically, I lost 10K in seeing flops and a fairly large hand where I c-bet flop and turn and got jammed on and couldn't call it off. So yeah, it is definitely an adjustment going from the final three tables in the Millionaire Maker against players that are at that stage of the tournament compared to the players that are starting off, first thing in the $300 Gladiators event. So hopefully we can run this stack up. Otherwise, I'll probably re-enter and maybe reset and adjust the play accordingly.
That's clean now. On hands up. Ace creates.
King.
No deuce.
Unfortunately, we've been eliminated from the Gladiator tournament, and I'm not rebuying today, so that's unfortunately going to be a bit of a disappointing follow-up vlog to the deep run of yesterday. But today just nothing went my way, nothing really that I can explain about it or that I would change. As you saw there, I pushed all in with 7 blinds from late position with ace deuce and got called by ace 10. We got some hope for a chop when the flop comes king, king, queen. So anything jack or above is a chop for us. But turn and river were no good. So out of that, I don't think it's worth doing any kind of review of how we played. And just going to be on to the next one, which will be the same Gladiator tournament tomorrow. Same entry. And so thanks for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Oh, I just remembered that I promised to answer some questions. So the first one was, how do I decide on my schedule? Basically, when the WSOP schedule came out, I checked what dates the main event was on and worked backwards from that. The amount of time that I had on vacation from work was approximately 20 work days. So I just worked back 20 work days from when the main event was scheduled to finish and aligned it there. Tried to make sure that the Monster Stack and the Millionaire Maker, as well as at least one of either of the Colossus or the Gladiator was included, and that's how I did that. And then once I had the dates of the start and end, I basically picked everything from the WSOP that was $1,500 buy-in or below, and everything that was like no limit hold'em, full table, so not 6 max. And then I included the main event as a potential tournament to play, and the mid-stakes championship, which is the 3K entry. And then I looked at what was on at the other properties, and the only one that really kind of aligned with what I was going to do was the MGM. But once I got to the WSOP and everything with the app and how easy it was to register and being able to use PayPal as a registrar, that meant that basically I just have entered everything at the WSOP that was on my plan. I did not plan to re-enter any tournaments, but at the end of the day I decided that I would remove some tournaments like the Battle of the Ages and play the Millionaire Maker as a re-entry, and also decided that since I was here I'd do another re-entry into the Millionaire Maker. So very lucky that I did decide to do that, because I easily could have just stopped at 2 entries. Now that we had the big cash, the main event was still a question mark beforehand, but now since we had the big cash, it's not a question mark. I'll play the main event, I'll play the mini main event, I'll play the Gladiators, which I'm playing now, and then there's a few other kind of $600 to $800 tournaments that are on at this time, so I'll play those depending on whether I'm in another or not, and go from there. Other thing that people were asking, so there was the schedule, like how I decide on my budget for the year, and pretty much it's based on my savings plus my winnings from the previous tournament. So I had enough to pay for the trip, like the accommodation and the flights, and to pay for food while I was over here. And then I had enough to pay for about 15k of entries of tournaments other than the main event. And then the main event, I had the budget set aside, but was still a question mark based on whether I thought I was playing well enough to enter. And yeah, since we had the deep run and have plugged a few of the small leaks along the way, I feel like I'm confident enough and bankrolled enough to go for the main. Again, I'll still decide that a bit later. We've still got quite a few tournaments before the main event starts. So yeah, hopefully those questions were answered for all of you. And yeah, if you've got any other questions, drop them down in the comment section below. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for the Gladiators Day 1B, trying one more time in this $300 tournament. Catch you later.